First of all, before we get started with today's video, just hear me out. Listen. There once was a house from New Orleans. Does that not give you that vibe? Anyway. Hello again there, friends and fans. Raptor here, and welcome to our first look at a game by the name of City Tales Medieval Era. Now, I've been pretty busy recently with Kingdom Come Deliverance and Foundation and many other games that have come out into 1.0, and it's been an amazing year so far for quite a few games, and this one certainly seems like it will be a great game as well. This is an organic city builder along the lines of Foundation and Manor Lords and maybe a little bit of Austrive as well. From what I've seen about this game, and this is going to be our first time playing it, it seems to be very promising of actually being able to build a beautiful kingdom with, you know, minimal rules. There are rules to the game, but it's really cool to see more and more games that are figuring out how to do pathing with people and also like burgage plots that are irregular shaped. And the games I just mentioned are certainly games that do that, but does this one do that? Well, we'll certainly see. Now, good news for you, this game has a free demo, so you can check it out with the link down below in the description. And apparently I've been sent like an early, like closed beta key or alpha key or something like that. And as of the 14th of February, this is now a free demo for everybody. And then there, of course, there's a Steam Next Fest demo thing coming up too, so check that out for a lot of other free games. Let's go ahead and take a look at this game here. City Tales Medieval Era, coming out hopefully sometime this year, so we shall see. That is a beautiful kingdom there, and actually kind of reminds me of the image from Farthest Frontier with the wagons coming down the road, and of course the walled city that would be in the background there. Here we see kind of the same, a big old castle up on a hill, and a bunch of little buildings and farm fields around, ponds, and I see rivers and a beautiful skybox. Let's see what we got here. All right, immediately, love the art style of the characters, too. We saw a couple of people walking down the road, and we see something here along the same lines of, I don't know, some old school, almost like, not Darkest Dungeon, but Dragon's Lair kind of vibe. I don't know how to describe it, but anyway, welcome, my liege. I sincerely hope your travels were pleasant and safe. Indeed, they were. Your companions and I have built a modest village hall. I hope it shall meet your approval. I bet it will. People from far and wide wish to join the settlement, so we better build our first shelter to house them. Let's do it. Okay. All right, well, first of all, the first impressions are really good. Definitely like Farthest Frontier a little bit, and also, of course, looking more like Foundation with pretty little butterflies. Look at the pretty butterflies. Cool. Very detailed then. Very, very vibrant, very bright, yet really cool looking. Looks like we got a big old waterfall over here, and then, oh, there's a kind of the edge to the world. That's very abrupt, that edge like that. But anyway, and I wish we could look up even more, where our heads are like focused straight down. I want to look up and see the sky. Oh, that's beautiful. Okay, this must be like a kind of a handcrafted map that we get every time. It looks very nice with multiple waterfalls and whatnot. But it looks like we got plenty of space to build here between this waterfall and the river to, I guess, our east. This could be an area to ford the river as well, so we might be able to get over here and start cutting down trees too. I saw berry bushes, and I saw also what looked to be, oh, those are people. Okay, I thought maybe they were animals or something. So, okay, so those are the folks who want a home, I see. And this is our, oh, that is cool. We got ourselves a keep here. Now, that's definitely like our keep from, well, maybe something you'd build in Manor Lords, but definitely in Foundation as well. Click on it. There's our village halls that they mentioned. We got all of our supplies here, things like rope, iron, pork, nice. Construction, production, residential. The hell? Looked like what was that? Looked like something got shot at our castle or something. And of course, our goal to build a shelter. All right, let's get to it then. So down here we have our woodcutter's cabin, and then nothing else really. So I guess maybe we have to build that in order to start cutting down trees, get us some wood. Looks like it says 200 out of 100. Wonder what that means exactly. Let's plop it here just because it seems to be the perfect fit. Boom. Okay, now if we're going to build a shelter, how do we go about that? Let's see. Ooh, we can go into a photo mode. Does it instantly take a photo, or does it let us? Oh, great. Okay, so that's perfect for thumbnails. Oh dear. That is a big oh dear. Look at that. Wow. That reminds me of the deer from Valheim that you got to fight first. Okay. See what else there is up here. So it looks like the basics are listed, and then multiple stages for wood too. So things like planks and beams, and then of course the regular logs. Perfect. Now, my liege, those trees won't fell themselves, so make sure you... one of our companions will rise to the challenge. He's telling us to assign people. Is that it? Oh, yeah. Okay. Ah, perfect. And we could do it just like how we do in Foundation as well. So we'll pick, I guess, just the person off the top. You believe you're capable. Yippee! Thanks so much for trusting me. Advisor, and was that Misha? All right, cool. All right. Well, that's cool. Looks like a few areas to store logs. Wow, was he hustling? Did you see that? And a little pot there. Cool. So they'll probably live and work here as well. Looks like there might be an opportunity to do that. Okay, we're still waiting to build our first shelter, though. But, of course, to do any of that, we need logging. Population is at 0. Although we have somebody working for us. We also got gold, which can be upgraded... gained by upgrading residential buildings. Okay, very cool. What else is there here? Berries. Oh, must be mushrooms. A few other things to probably forage. We'll be going into the forest to look for that kind of stuff, like in Banished. Very well. Now we can build these houses. Perhaps a district of 4 or 5 will be enough for starters. Okay. Oh, would you look at this? He's showing us how to do it. Ah. So we build a district, and then the game will automatically divvy up the residential home areas. Okay, that's something that we do often in Foundation, where we paint an area, and then the AI or the computer will basically determine what will be, or how it will be split up into different size burgage plots. So this here must just be our initial area. I thought we were going to build inside here, but are they asking me to literally... Okay, they're asking me to follow exactly what they're doing. Okay. You got it, pal. And then to move it. To allow for 5. That seems to be 4, but that's good enough. Okay, so we've cordoned off an area for the residential homes, and now they've also pre-built their own burgage plot, it seems. Guess we'll have to keep monitoring what's going on here. I don't see anybody building, but maybe that's the logger who's in charge of that. Mishka may come over and deliver logs. Oh, good job, bro. Ah, maybe the homeowners are building it themselves. The Hovel Owners Association may shut them down if it's not up to their standards. Very nice. Let's look around for some resources while they're building. Well done. More settlers have arrived. It's a monumental step forward. They've offered us coins for the land. Ah. Let's use their contributions wisely. I agree. Produce 10 planks and 10 foliage ropes. Okay, I wanted to go check and see what was up here. Okay, we got boars and things like that. All right. That looks like we can climb up there. Cool. I'm also getting a little bit of like Pioneers of Pagonia / the Settlers vibes here, but I don't know why that is. There's a lumber mill. Lumber mill is... this lumber mill is but the first step towards the city of your dreams, of course. Okay. Let's go ahead and plop it down. They're doing a lot of explanation, but I feel like we can probably wing it here. And we have the lumber mill. It looks like we also unlocked the weaving workshop too, so that's the other thing we need was the foliage rope. Wow, there's deer walking right through. Like they own the place. Okay, so planks produce 0 out of 10, so I think we should build a kind of a continuous like industrial area here, maybe? And then also we need to do the same with the ropes. But it looks like we have to build that in the town here. Beautiful work, my liege. Okay, that's strange. All right. I guess these people are going to live where near they work. All right. If there are empty parcels in the districts you've selected, our builders will ensure more houses are built to attract even more settlers. Okay. I find that odd that we were actually able to build a lumber mill in the residential area. I feel like I would have wanted to kind of cut that up a little bit, but looks like they're all going to be going around the outside of the perimeter fence here, so all the homes kind of lead outwards. So there's not going to be like a road down the middle. Oh boy, we got a boar. Oh boy. We got a well we can plop down too, but we'll do that after. A moment, my liege. As you can see, you may order the construction of a building even if it's not already full. But the people won't like it if we do that. We got a gatherer's cabin, a hunter's cabin, and also a fisher's cabin too, so food is looking real nice. Then of course we could put a weaver's shop in there too. Which we're removing the homes in order to do that. Yeah, I feel like we're going to need to make another housing district. We can do that like this. We need a little space between. Would be nice while we were building this district to see what the edge of the previous district was, so we can kind of build them right next to each other. See a lot of blueberries here too. Blueberry bush emotes. If you guys are a member of the channel, spam those down below in the comments section. That is a classic. One of the things we found out in games like Farthest Frontiers, we could actually move blueberry bushes and create really cool looking like vineyards. And that was a great way to maximize all of our space in that game. And food production. Okay, we need more people clearly to be able to work these jobs. So we're going to build a little district over here. I guess slowly we'll replace this with some industrial buildings. But they don't seem like they'll be too noisy. We'll see though. Okay, so the sawmill lacks workers, so does the weaver. I do wish there was some sort of a halfway zoom in here. Here we got like a full zoom. This feels a little too close sometimes. This feels a little too far. And then the other two zooms are just like basically to navigate the map. So I would hope for a intermediate zoom somewhere between the very closest zoom and the one out from that. Looks like we can also make porridge. Oh, cider. Venison and boar and pork. No beef, though. And then, of course, hides. So we'll probably be doing tanning with that and creating leather. So that's cool. All right, anyway, yeah, so the lumber mill lacks workforce. Oops. Let's go ahead and see if we can assign anybody there. Don't see an option to be able to do that just yet. Actually, there it is there on that left side. Okay, so who would be best for this? I guess we'll just assign to somebody else.
Certainly.
That guy. And then, is there a way to tell whether or not there's more skilled? I don't see any real differences between our people here. Everybody here says craftsmanship, and then I don't see too many differences.
It will be done.
Okay. Anyway, now I'm assuming that perhaps we could have people who would come in who might be a higher level. We'll have to see if there's like different classes like serf, commoner, that kind of thing, to see if more advanced knowledge or nobility means that they could be a merchant or trader or work in like the, I don't know if we'll have a bailiff or something like that, but let's just say government of some sort. And no upgrades can be had there yet. I do like, by the way, how this has just a little fence to begin with, and there's kind of animals wandering around, but eventually we will probably build that into a large castle wall. Maybe we could have an inner wall and then maybe a larger outer wall, if that's possible. I'm not sure, but it looks like in the main, you know, on the splash screen and stuff that they did have a walled city, so I hope we can do that. Okay, looks like we're making planks and we're making ropes. And we've got a well here. Looks like we can plop it into this little neighborhood as an upgrade, but we need the materials for that first too. That's kind of cool. And I don't see any way to really truly do research, so I guess we'll have to wait to unlock things like that. Ah, here we can see faith. Will there be religion here? I'm sure a lot of you have already asked if there's going to be war. We'll keep an eye out for that, if there's going to be war, defenses, or invasions. We'll see. Your leadership is inspiring, but let's not rest on our laurels just yet. Upgrade 5 shelters by satisfying the occupants' requirements. You got it. So what do they need here? Ah, there you go. Berries and venison. So a hunter and maybe a forger. So a gatherer's cabin. Now I built that a neighborhood where there were quite a few berries, actually. But I see there was a little spot over there. Oh, and it looks like they're making roads between the locations. So there you go with your organic city builder, just like in Ostreif, just like in Foundation. Remember the cabin that you had me work in? Well, I've made a few adjustments. You're going to like them. All right. Small improvements. Oh. Building is now autonomous. Interesting. Okay. Earned a lot from his experience. Hone the skills in the field and become a specialist. Okay. Alright. Giving us a long talking to about that. Let's see where we could put the forager. I want to see where there's a lot of berries, not just a few. Couple there. Oh, there's a lot down there. Okay. We're putting it down here. Now, how do we rotate? Ah, okay. So Z and X to be able to do that. Okay. But I'll put it there. It's okay. Put it there, pal. Alright, so the next thing is venison. So hunter's cabin. I guess we'll need to find... Actually, it might list that. Okay, so it's marking 4 out of 5, 5 out of 5. Okay, that's a good spot then. But it shouldn't just be deer. I thought we could get boar too. Boar was, well, pork was on the list. Is boar and pork the same? I thought so. Well, let's build it there because it fits. There we go. Slot that in there. And then it looks like they also want fish. It looks like that snaps right to the edge. Okay, so that should be it for the tier 1s. So they want planks and rope, probably to build their upgraded house, and then maybe to maintain it. And then berries, fish, and venison. I'm also thinking the population will probably go up a bit. If the houses get upgraded, maybe more people can stay there. Right now it looks like 5. No religion and no well. Build a well finally. Kind of a shame how it deletes an entire house just to build a well. Like bulldoze somebody's small house. I think the house was like here. It was nowhere near the well. That seemed to be the nuclear option in order to get rid of the house in order to build a well. Let's assign this person to do hunting.
Certainly.
I don't see any difference between the people, really. I try to look, but I don't know. My liege, now that we finished the well, I must bring your attention to the most pressing matter. Residents need a source of water to thrive. Please take a look at this. The white circle around the district represents its influence. Any districts within the circle benefit from the services provided by the selected one. Oh. Blue triangles show that water is available. Oh, that's cool. So they're like little mini cities that you can build where if they're self-sustaining and more productive with something like, for example, I don't know, the well, then they can share with the neighbors. Total number of parcels within the district. Influences. And a summary. Still a lot to be done. Should you need help, you know where to find me. Yes. Well, thank you, sir. Gatherer's cabin lacks workforce. Good, they just finished it. So that was over here.
It will be done.
That should help these houses to be upgraded. Oh, and we'll need somebody to do fishing.
It will be done.
And I think we need more homes, too. Okay, we don't want to cut off our food source there where the berries are. going to try to make a larger district here. There we go. Having a lot of space seems like a good idea. Especially if some of those homes have to be converted to, you know, an entire well just for the one. Look at that. That whole spot there was just for the one well. They could have been more space efficient on that, I think. They really could have. Alright, so if we're going to upgrade more shelters, we need more people to move into. Well, looks like they're ready for tier 2. Do we have to do that ourselves? Wait, no, we need a faith-based building too. Okay. Chapel. Doesn't seem like we get to put a building where we want it, though. I think we'll wait till the new district is operational a little bit, unless... Oh, that can go right in the middle. Okay. And if we click on the district... Ooh, wow. You can see its area of effect. That must be because it's such a large district. Because I don't think the other one has that, does it? Oh, yeah. Never mind. Okay. So that one's a little too far to be efficient with a mill... I mean, a well on its own. We'll plop in a well. Yeah, we will need a shop too, won't we? Okay, so we'll build this as kind of big as we can without doing something crazy. Okay. Oh, building needs to be within range of trade 1. Boy. Alright, building a district, you're going to need a lot of space. Or a lot of little districts. Maybe you could actually build, if you think about the shape of like a, I don't know, a donut with the donut hole in it. You basically think of all the supporting buildings on the outside benefiting from the ones in the middle with the range system of some of those, because they do have to be close. Yeah, they want to be close in order to take advantage of things like the wells and the church. Ooh, do I see an up arrow? Ah. Our first upgrade, but it's not that easy. It still has to be built. All right, a couple more things to upgrade. So yeah, another trade 1. You already have 2 civil buildings in this district. So some districts are going to have to be small. Huh? Alright, perfect. Okay, 2 houses upgraded. We just need a chapel here, I think. They got one over here on this left side. All right, this is pretty solid so far, honestly. It's a very laid back and chill game, and I gotta say it plays a lot faster than Foundation for sure, because we're kind of just laying out a city skyline style residential approval area. With we want to kind of continue to build that near industry and keep the industries flowing. So it's gonna be kind of like a leapfrog thing every other. Bum, bum, bum. The music is nice. It's nice to also see how slow things are built, but it's not too slow. And there's another house ready for upgrade, and I see 2 more up top. And that should be goal completed, I believe, when they're actually constructed. Let's see the churches or the chapel for a minute. That looks nice. No way to customize, but it does look like there is a way to maybe upgrade. Looks like the same building 2 each time. So the churches are a little samey then. I wish they were actually a little different or had some level of customization, even painting them. But we'll see. And now we're also starting to see how quickly we're filling up this land. So I could imagine at this growth rate, there's quite a bit that we could actually like we could grow very quickly. There's a lot that we could build right now because, you know, just to get a few extra workers, we have to build a district of this size. And I thought our initial district was large, but we've grown quickly. I mean, our population is now 137, which is really cool. Oh, nice. Okay, my liege, a few villagers have expressed their gratitude for the houses. Excellent. I believe it's time we begin to dream bigger. Wooden houses have served us well, but we should soon look to buildings with stone. All right, so we're going to start building a quarry. Now we're going to start getting some cottages. Okay, so gather some stone. Now we have wheat farms, cattle farms, linen farms. Nice. Stone quarry, birds passing over. Very romantic. Now, where do we have stone? Oh, right there. Okay. So, kind of unusual looking deposits. I wonder if those can actually be depleted, if it'll visually change? Visibly change? Something like that. Okay, and anything we could do for the middle yet? No. So gather 15 stone, and from that we'll have to upgrade 3 cottages. That's good though. That means we'll get more people moving in. Okay, lots of orders to upgrade. I don't see construction crews going out, so these things must just kind of happen. Okay, well, you know, more demands means more demands. They're going to be more demanding. Okay, everybody's getting a tier 2 house now. Kind of cool. I see a like a main road forming around the city, and that's kind of smart that they kind of prevented you from building districts close together. So the game is permitting you to build these districts, but the districts are facing outwards. So if you really wanted to, a wise idea might be to just build 2 smaller districts here with a gap between, because you don't want anything, I think, to be too much bigger than like a 4 or 5. And so here we're giving bigger burgage plots, and you can see all the space for the church, but perhaps the church can get some upgrades that might need that room to at least look good. Stone quarry needs a worker, and we're out.
Okay.
Well, me should do it. And we'll keep an eye on wood for later. Okay, so now we're just gathering a ton of wood and a ton of stone. Wow. What a nice looking building, honestly. The moss and such on the shingles. Very cool. And some sections of the wall actually made of stone themselves. I wonder why that is. Just listening to tapping. So the main city hall, still made of wood around the fence. It looks like for the most part stone fences over here too. There's our stone mining camp. Kind of strange to me that we only got one person to do all that work. Certainly a lot of work to be done. Wow. Bum 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 bum. Wow. So looking down here, those are all our tier 1 to tier 2 items. So there must be more complicated things coming soon. This building cannot be destroyed. I'd imagine not. So I wonder if every time that you go into a game, if you'll be able to cite your granary, my liege. Like if you remember in Stronghold, you could kind of move your initial starting area around a little bit. You could place your keep in your granary and armory and then build your stockpiles. And then it was time to get started, and this is kind of the same. Although I'm not sure if we're able to get, started where we want. Is that quartz? Or iron? Iron ore, okay. They look like giant crystals. Oh, look at that. They got all the berries out there drying. Feels a little bit more like Manor Lords, where if we assign one person, it should be a family. But it looks like people are coming back and forth to the building. Not just one person. Somebody's here now and is leaving, and then this person's coming here. So maybe they're transporting stuff back to town. This is very organic with the roads, though. Very organic. And again, the people are making the pathways based on how they're walking to get to each, their job. Whichever way they're taking. I'm seeing a lot of people walking through the fences, though. Which isn't bad, at least the AI is not getting hung up on weird stuff. Bum bum bum. Ah, good. I was thinking, my liege, the weather in these lands always seems bright and sunny. It's rather uncanny. Oh boy, that's going to come to an end soon. We must prepare for the roof. Oh, the worst. He wants us to make higher quality roofs. Okay. And then also 10 servings of porridge in stock, and then 20... Oh, stone in stock, okay. So porridge, how would we make that? What is the end game of that? Rustic tavern, more than likely. It looks like... is that wheat and milk? Ah, okay, so there's two different taverns as well. There's the rustic and the regular. And the regular takes berries and fish. And the rustic takes what looks to be milk and wheat. Which is funny, because that's two things we don't have. The fishing and the berry picking we do. Now, would you like to try your hand at agriculture? I would, yes. Let's build a wheat farm. Is the pink area good? No. We have to build outside the pink. We'll build that over here. Not sure how big this wheat farm needs to be. It could just be one field, or we could be building the whole farm. That shows 3, okay. So there's the initial farm building, and then it looks like 4 additional plots of 5. Looks like we got more than enough stone. Now we just need porridge, and then we also need cottages upgraded, which probably requires the... Oh, fish with berries, and then also tiles. So they don't need... They just need a regular tavern, not a rustic one. And yeah, they want us to put that in the district. Well, maybe I can get away with doing 1. And let's build that tavern. Too small? Or maybe because the fences are still being built. Almost to 200 people and almost 100 coin in the town. Things are going by nicely. Oh, look at this. We got performance stages and pharmacies too. Okay. An apothecary. It also is interesting because every time we put down a district, a house will automatically spawn there. But I can't seem to put a tavern there. I see all the things are good except for one looks to be education. I mean, entertainment. Let's build this way. Bigger in this case might be better. And I'm also trying to avoid those little berry bushes. Looks like they shrink down when they've harvested them. Or they die and then they come back. Maybe they're regrowing. Probably a wise idea to leave some of the area around here free. Oh, look at that. The wheat farm looks great. Oh, we don't have enough people there. So we might be able to do some recruiting. Now, hopefully we can do all sorts of things like making weapons and ale and doing more large trades. I haven't seen anything that indicates a military yet. I know a lot of people will be asking for that. Can you fight? Can you build a military? That kind of thing. So I guess we'll have to see. The wheat farm lacking its workforce too. Lacking trade. I wonder, will this actually cordon that area off? Well, there's our well. Now that's such a wasted space. Like that whole area there is for a just a well. But then if we click to put down a like a trading place, there's more than enough room for like a couple of shop stalls and things here. But then it tells us it's full. So it's like, oh come on, you could make room. You could make room. This is looking really good though. I need to take a much deeper dive into this one to see exactly what else we can do and kind of what the main goal will be. The goal here is typical. Get the big population, the biggest one you can. Keep everybody alive and healthy, and it certainly is seemingly to be a survival game, because if people don't have food, which we definitely need to find, they may die, or well, they'll starve, or maybe move out or something. Maybe they'll turn to the opposite side. That's the thing that happens too. Maybe not in this game, but you could imagine. Yeah, wow. I don't think there's anything else we can upgrade. I think we've done a good job of that so far. Uh, 228 people, 111 gold. I want to build my nice tavern. Okay, 8 there. Had to have like laser focus to get that to work around the roads. So I don't know if our construction people are overwhelmed, but they seem to be reporting pretty quickly whenever you start construction. And then maybe now we can put our tavern there. What's interesting is that if you build a big enough district, we might not be able to reach other buildings depending on what side it's on. But maybe it's based on the center of the district that you're clicking on. Maybe. Okay, I can't place this yet. Another one who wants well water. Okay, we'll put that on a higher speed. Speed 2, the sequel, starring 2 Sandra Bullocks. We're building the well, we're building the other home. Nice. Just kind of watching all the construction take place, and it's pretty impressive to see buildings go from constructed to immediately upgradable. Be a curious thing to maybe immediately start with the full upgrades, but this is kind of like how it is in Anno 1800, for example. If you're trying to build like a new section of artisan housing, you still have to build the tier 1 farms, then you have to build the workers, and then you have to build the artisans when they have those upgrades available, or the resources for the upgrades. Like here, we're able to immediately go to the next tier because we've got all the things that we gathered before, like the fish and berries. So we can immediately go up to tier 2. And that's good because we get more of everything out of that. We get more money, we get more population. That's good. Although we're not getting too many like specialists and stuff to work here. We're getting a huge population, but like nobody gets to work here. Like, I don't see any more people. Like, people have moved into the town, but how the heck are we supposed to get more people here? I'm sure he's told me, but I feel like these games are all very, very similar. Like, you're looking for the same things in just different menus oftentimes. Of course, there's no road building in this one, but it would be interesting, though, if there was a way for you to build a like a dedicated road in advance that you wanted people to stick to, where they wouldn't wander. But here you just do that by building all these farms and stuff, so everything's kind of a, you know, a circle on top of a circle that are all stuck together. Kind of nice that way. All right, honestly, I don't think we need the stone anymore. This guy's been kicking ass. Let's get him reassigned.
Certainly.
Yeah, Mishka can do whatever over there. Okay. So then we need to upgrade to cottages. So we just need the fish with berries and then the tiles. So some sort of clay, maybe? We can also make linens, too. Then we need to make that storage porridge from the tavern. Not sure about tiles yet. Bringing workshop. Chapels, and then what looks to be maybe a city building. Okay, so we can get even more advanced than that. Fish with berries and tiles. They did mention that. Bringing workshop. Not exactly sure what that's used for. Alright, we'll try that there. Okay, cattle farms making wheat. Not sure what he's going to do with what he's got. But we'll see. Kind of cool. There's a blueberry bush there. Looks like, or flowers. They may have kept from our previous construction over that area. And I wonder, it looks like some of these buildings are exactly prefabbed. Yeah. So there's like no difference to how this building's going to look. Okay. Looks good though. Interesting. So once we get to tier 3 then with the cottages, we then get more stuff unlocked and then the cycle repeats a few times in a row. Looks like we'll need linen there too, so we'll have to start farming that. That seemed to be something almost looked like near the water. Cool. Alright, a linen farm and then a cattle farm. What did the cattle take? Berries for the building. Why? Well, we'll try to build this as best we can. Okay. Well, we'll have our little rural farming district here. Okay, so no doubt this absolutely looks beautiful. This is like a turbocharged foundation. If you want to walk away with a city that looks really well complete and thought out, where it only takes seconds, this is pretty damn impressive, honestly, and how organically random certain things will look. Now, I found myself in Manor Lords and Foundation trying to do these things too, where I try to make choices to go with the contours of the land or to try to make things, you know, curved, but yet also kind of respect each other's boundaries so people can move through all these things. And that just looks really good. I mean, this is a very well done experience so far. With, it's not even dwarf romantic in terms of trying to, like, you know, keep a certain number of people fed or, you know, like getting bonuses by providing more of those things. It seems to just be like some sort of an organic natural progression. But just like with, well, Banished and Farthest Frontier and Anno and Manor Lords, they'll have a different goal. With this one having a demo, again with the link down below in the description, I'm curious to know what this is going to eventually be. Are we going to get different biomes here that have different challenges? Are there going to be wild animals out there? Do we have to build like, you know, do we get a guard patrol? Like, you know, are there going to be criminals and things we have to watch out for that way?
Certainly.
I don't know. He says certainly, but I have no idea. Then it looks like we're growing all sorts of different things for, was this fabrics? But it's like we have the same specialists. And some big old populations. Let's see here. Resources, construction. Looks like we have 3 out of 5 people assigned to construction here. There's many more in-depth menus in this game for sure. It goes way deeper than what you could imagine. Very interesting. Very interesting. This is very good. And I don't know why. It's just satisfying. Well, that was nice. All right, well, City Tales Medieval Era is a demo out now for all of you with the link down below. I'm not sure exactly what I'm going to get into with this game later on other than building a massive, sprawling city, but I hope we get the opportunity to build monuments and things that are beyond challenging. Now, this was just the surface. I have a lot more to learn here, and I certainly think I'll be live streaming this more in the future where I learn more and take all my skills from games like Austria, Foundation, and, of course, Manor Lords and apply them to City Tales. And I'm interested to see if there's actually... I'm going to have to jump in and check and see if there's other City Tales games, because this one's called Medieval Era. Maybe there's other ones from other periods in time. Anyway, thank you very much for subbing to the channel. Thank you very much for leaving a like, and I hope to see you all very soon. This does say that it was the demo version of it, but I did fire up the other version that I had as well, so this might have contained some other things that are in a closed alpha that does say that it's the demo, so I'm not sure. Anyway, take care, and have a great day, everybody.